This is about you living a happy, freedom life and what you should be doing in today's goofy, crazy world. And we're going to talk about the American dream and what it really is, not what you probably think it is. And whatever country you live in, you have your own version. And I don't want you wasting your life chasing after this illusion of a dream that our modern world has created. Welcome to Goose Pond Hideout with Rob. Yep, I'm Rob. And this is Goose Pond Hideout. You're here and I'm here. So, oh, making my own jokes, laughing at them. Choking me up. My jokes are choking me up. All right. It's really about, my goal for you is I want you to be happy. And I'm hoping that that's why, you're watching my videos and subscribing and all that good stuff. Is, happiness and freedom and you doing what you want to do when you want to do it. And, the thing is if you think back, I mean, our brains are pretty old from a evolutionary developmental standpoint. And, it wasn't all that long ago that our primary goal was staying alive out in the world. I mean, you think of other, quote, wild animals, and their goal is to stay alive and then reproduce so that the species continues. And our brains really haven't developed all that much since that time. And, now we live in this crazy modern world. So we're still in that sort of survival, fight, flight mode, all the time. And it's, we have to consciously think about, quote, being happy and enjoying life. And, right now we're in this sort of technology revolution. I mean, Google didn't exist. Well, they're going to be 26 years old here in another month or two. So 27, 28 years ago, Google didn't even exist. And now it's like such a part of our lives. We all use it continuously. So we're kind of in this technology revolution now. And, we had the Industrial Revolution roughly 100 years ago. And then when we got into World War II, the industrial complex really ramped up because of having to make all the things required for World War II. And, that continued afterwards. I mean, here where we are, 100 years ago, there was no electricity. Electricity didn't arrive until about, off the top of my head, I'm going to say like 1935. Was when electricity arrived. So today now we're in with, all this technology. So what's the big deal? The thing is the American dream, in my opinion, is nothing of what they say that it is today. I mean, today, the so-called American dream, and again, whatever country, you've got your own version of it, is getting a job, working hard at your job, 40, 50 hours a week, 60 hours a week or more. I'm a boomer, and, that's what we were taught, to get out of school and work, and you buy a smaller house and then upgrade to a bigger house and a bigger house and a bigger house and work at your career, your job, whatever. And, that's what we've been brainwashed into thinking that, the American dream is. And again, my opinion, but when you go back, think of people coming to North America, Columbus on the ship or the Vikings or whomever, the Pilgrims coming over. is when they got on their wagons and that and headed west into the wilderness, I don't think they were thinking like, boy, I can't wait to get my 50-hour-a-week job so I can get a mortgage for a house that is, 3,000 square feet, and I'm going to be paying for it for the next 30 years of my life until I'm really, so old I got one foot in the grave. I mean, that wasn't the American dream, but that's what they tell us it is now. And I mean, I just see these people, and you see these like seas of, when they do the drone shots, and this just like sea of houses on cute little cul-de-sacs and everything. Big giant boxes, 4,000 square foot homes with 6 bedrooms and 8 bathrooms. And it's like, to me, that's just ridiculous. So you have to work and work and work your whole life, go into a job that you don't like, so that you can pay for this McMansion home that by the time you're ready to enjoy life, you got one foot in the grave. So to me, that's not it. So you want to simplify. You want to do less. You want to just focus on the things that bring you joy and happiness. Less is more. Less Lester is more. And because that's what freedom is you being able to do what you want to do when you do it. So don't get sucked into all of that gotta have a job, gotta work hard, gotta get a promotion, gotta buy stuff. Buy stuff. Whew, Grand Central Station here this morning. You don't need all, things. Time. That's one thing that we all have the same of, is time. Every person on the planet, when you're born, now, I mean, the length of our lives may differ, but every day is exactly the same. So how you spend your time for your happiness and your freedom is going to be up to you, right? So, be thinking about that, how you can spend your time doing the things that you want to do less, accumulate less, have less appointments, less, say no to people more. As our technology world is, unplug, disconnect, enjoy your hideout. And again, Bonnie's laying right over there, Daisy's walking around, Tank the cat's, right over here, and he was rubbing the tripod, meowing. So the camera's probably had a little jiggle in it there for a minute. But that's the point, is, have fun with life. And it's all about, what kind of person you are, I guess. And I've always been a little bit different than everybody else. Rob marches to his own drummer there. And I mean, when I was in Chicago, I would walk down the street in Chicago, and I would look people in the eye, and I'd say, "Hey, how you doing today? Nice day." As I'm walking down the street, and I can imagine people being like, "What the heck is wrong with that guy?" But that's, I just have that kind of personality, I guess, where I just want to embrace life and enjoy every moment of it, from the time I get up in the morning till I go to bed at night. A week ago, is we were out, doing some errands, and we stopped in at an IHOP to have some breakfast. We just thought we'd have a little, city life breakfast there at the IHOP. And, I chatted up with the waitress, the gal serving our food. And she has 2 kids, and she's going to school. She's doing social social work, I guess you could just call it, for a broader category. And we kind of joked about, if you're going to listen to people's problems, you might as well get paid for it, right? And but that's, you know, that's just who I am, and that's who I want you to be. Is I want you to be, you know, that's that happiness factor. Get away from the fight or flight that we've got to be in survival mode all the time, and actually enjoy the sun coming up. Stand outside with your cup of coffee and just breathe in and just slow down and enjoy life, because to me that's what it's all about. It's about traveling west on your wagon train and building your log cabin on the side of a creek, and just enjoying a very simple life. To me, that's what really is the American dream. It's not buying a huge house with 44 bathrooms and bedrooms that you've got to, you know, mortgage your life that you're borrowing for the next 40 years to pay for. That's just crazy to me. So here's to your happiness and to your freedom. Freedom!